What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today I have another exciting unboxing to dig into for you. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I'd love to have you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps push the video out there so more people have a chance to check it out. Let me know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. Love hearing from you and what you are carrying for the day. Thank you to Kansept for sending this in for all of us to take a look at. I am really excited about this one. This looks like a really cool model. This is going to be more out of their premium line. Arno Bernard I Mamba for our unboxing knife. So we are looking at the Kansept Castaway, and this is a Coke Tools design here. Nice packaging, paperwork, and microfiber cloth. Then we have our fold over pouch, and our knife shall be inside here. And this is for some reason I have a habit of not looking at specs. I thought this knife was quite a bit bigger. I guess that goes to show you should definitely check the specs on things. Not that this is an extremely small knife, but I just anticipated it to be a little bit of a larger knife. So we have some really cool carbon fiber. This is going to be a huge draw for this knife. We are looking at 80s camo carbon for that carbon fiber, and it is some beautiful looking stuff. I don't know that I have anything quite like this one here. Lots of pinks and greens and blues. Boy, those camo carbons just look amazing. Then we have a titanium bolster lock here. Going to have titanium black wash bolsters. We have a titanium backspacer, and we have a milled black wash titanium clip. Look at that pivot. It's got like a dimpling effect to it. That looks really cool. It's on both sides. Flipper tab. There's one jimp on the end there. Let's see here. Not bad on the detent. It's a little lighter. It's not bad. I think I just kind of whiffed it there on the first one. That's not bad. It's not like amazing either, but it's not bad. We're looking at a drop point blade with a beautiful satin finish on here. It's going to be coming in S35 VN, which Kansept uses a lot and does very well with. We have this pretty cool design cue here from Coke Tools. You don't really see that a whole lot, this kind of indent here. We have this chamfered top edge, and then this divot. I don't even know what you would want to call that right there, but definitely a cool aesthetic. You don't see that a whole lot. As far as the closing action goes and lock bar access, good lock bar access. Nice big chamfer there on that lock bar, and it'll drop to your thumb there, and then a very light shake will send this thing home. As far as centering goes, it is perfectly centered up there. Nice tight tolerances. No detent lash. Wow, that's weird. It's got a trying to do that. It's got a nice detent. I wonder. I mean, the flipper detent, it's good. It's pretty good. I guess it's getting better. Maybe it just had a little bit of something around it or something. Yeah, it's not bad. I like this size. This is the size that's been really growing on me over the last few months. Let's get our issuing stitches Hank out here. See what this thing will look like in the pocket. We kind of have this triangular end here, and that really is going to help this get over the seam of pockets or what have you. Going to carry just like a standard milled clip there. You'll have a tiny bit poking out of the pocket, about the average amount. Going to be well under a ½ inch, even at the longest part of the knife there. And the retention is very, very good. So let's see. Obviously, we have bearings, ceramic detent ball. Action is, the closing action is ridiculous. The flipper tab is weird. Those first few initial flicks were kind of light, but it seems to, I don't know if something was maybe in the track there or on the detent ball, but it seems to have snapped up a little bit. It could still be a little stronger. And that might be something, you know, I can take care of. Even if it's just a little bit, it'll be really solid. This is a good looking knife right here. I like the handle here. You have this flat that kind of recesses in here for the pointer and middle. And then your pinky and ring finger can kind of run on that flat there. It is comfortable. I can get a full 4-finger grip on this thing. Definitely squeezing to do so. I wear an XL glove or so. But I can get all 4 on there and get a nice purchase on this thing. Not going to be able to spread out and move around, but I can get all 4 on there if I need to. You won't have anywhere to choke up behind that blade, but because of the size, you're still going to, even behind that flipper, be able to get up on that tip there if you need to make some more precise type cuts. So let's see what kind of edge they put on this. We'll grab a piece of telephone book paper here. And I've had a couple people comment over the last couple of months, really, and say how they never really looked at Kansept much before, or they've always slept on Kansept. And you know, I can't say I've always been right on point. I think there's always companies that people realize make some very good stuff, or start to make some very good stuff. And in my opinion, Kansept's always made some very good folding knives. But over the last year or so, they have went from making good folding knives to making great folding knives. And they're not afraid to kind of teeter off the side of doing some different things, right? Making different designs and OEMing different designs. They're one of the companies that you can look to if you want something a little bit out of the wheel, you know, something out in the crazy world. They do that, and they do it very well. But they also can make a very or be in collab and design and OEM a very standard pocket knife. And this is what we have here. But it's very well done. I love this carbon fiber. That is some beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. It goes really good with the black washed blade, or the black washed bolsters, and the satin blade, I should say. And that is pretty thin. It stays nice and stout there out towards the tip, and it might be a little bit till we get an overview of this, but let's see what we got. So we are 2 3/4 of an inch of cutting edge, just shy of 3 inches total blade length. So this is going to fit a lot of people who either like a little bit smaller knife, need a secondary knife or a 5th pocket knife, or you deal with blade length regulations. This is going to fit a lot of people. And a lot of people are in this size range, 6 3/4 roughly, just a little shy. But a lot of people love this size, 6 3/4 to 7 inches. A lot of people really like it. I've always, like I said, always usually liked a little bit larger knife, at least, you know, closer to 3.5 is where, you know, my bread and butter has always been. But I've really come around on these smaller knives with, you know, around a 3-inch blade. I wish this was like 7 inches or like 7.25. That would add a little bit more onto the handle and a touch more onto the blade. But as it sits, I like this. I could definitely see them doing an XL version of this knife with like a 3.5-inch blade and whatever the handle would be, for something. But I could definitely see this in an XL version. That's initially what I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit closer to the hinterland here, which is, here's another one. I have fallen in love with this knife right here. I've carried this a bunch recently, but I thought this knife was more on this wavelength, but I was definitely wrong about that. But it's still cool. You know, the ability to keep things in perspective is most important. Just because it's not my, you know, typical preferred size range, definitely going to fit a lot of people's needs. As far as pricing goes, I'm not 100% sure on this one here. I will link Kansept's website down below. You can head over there, check out what they have. That link does help out the channel. If you use it, that is up to you. If you want to use that link for a Kansept knife. Let's check the lock here, not the edge, the lock. And make sure it will stay locked up. We are looking at about 45% on that lock up there. So a pretty good lock up there. We'll give it a couple more. It sounds nice and solid. We'll do one up here. Holding up good. 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 You guys will have to let me know. What do you think of the Castaway here? Is that something that's in your style? Is it in your size preference? That's one thing I never really ask anyone about. What is your preferred size range, you know, for your folding knife? Are you kind of all over the place? Do you definitely have a specific range you like to be in? I know mine has become all over the place. Something like this up to, you know, like a 4 1/4 inch blade or something, you know, 4-inch blade. So I'm in a wide range these days, mainly because of what I do and so on, but that's kind of just how my collection has went as well. I've just been all over the place when it comes to blades, different blade shapes, different blade sizes. I've just been all over the place trying different things out, and soon enough you realize there's a good use for all of them. But let me know, what's your preferred size if you have one? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, everyone. Really helps push these videos out there so more people can have a chance to check them out. If you're new here, we release videos just like this one every single day. Hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell. That way you can be notified every time we release a new video here. I'd love to have you. I'm going to put up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thanks again for watching, everyone. I will catch you on the next one.